Hello, welcome to the James Cooley Show. It's your life, and I'm your host, Dr. James J.C. Cooley, and I am so excited. I'm excited about the guest that we got on, and the world can never have too many heroes. I mean, heroes. Meaning, what I mean by that is doing a great deed. I'm talking about at the spit of a moment, saving lives, and without even thinking about anything but people need help and a building burning down on fire and you jump out of there, whatever you're doing, and just rush in and save lives. So we're gonna talk about that today because we got this guy over the last week and a half has probably been on every major news network around, especially in the country, probably many overseas and around the world, because it's always good to have a hero story and also good to talk about how that hero felt when he was doing that great deed. So, but before we even get that started, I always got to bring on my great co-host, Michelle Cooley. How you doing, Michelle?
I'm doing great. I like your movement with the hands, like running into the building. But, this is going to be a great show. And there's so much, negativity in this world, but it's nice to hear about a story where someone's actually committing a selfless act. And we have one of those individuals today on the show, and we're excited to learn about, the thought process, just everything that occurred, and just, celebrate this person being an actual hero. So we're excited about the show today, James.
We're excited about it, and I tell you what, I want to bring the radio portion of the show in, and I tell you, viewers out there, if you want to call in, that's 1-866-577-2473. But you're also wherever you're watching this at, whether you're watching on E360 TV, several different channels on that one, streaming channels, also YouTube Live, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. If you want to be part of the conversation, you got two ways. So you can call in with the number that you see right now, or you can go to the comments section and just ask this great hero when we bring him on, or Michelle or myself, any question you want to. Todd, I'm ready to get this rolling. Let's do it.
It's Your Life is sponsored by James J.C. Cooley.
Life is a series of circles and cycles, phases and stages. These are your experiences that teach you the lessons of life. You can either ignore them or embrace them. Welcome to the James Cooley Show. It's Your Life. James is a motivational speaker, author, military veteran, and founder of the James Cooley Foundation. James is here to equip you to strive for greatness and to overcome adversity. It's time to get equipped today for the challenges of tomorrow. Now, here's the host of It's Your Life, James Cooley.
Hello, welcome to the James Cooley Show. It's Your Life, and I tell you, Michelle, I'm so excited about the show today. And first of all, I'd like to introduce our radio guests and fans and also television, E360 TV, streaming, YouTube, LinkedIn, over 20 plus live streaming networks all around the world. And I tell you, I want everybody to sit back, grab you about 8-9 bags of popcorn, because this is not the movies, but it seemed like this hero was just being an ordinary guy, not acting, but the heroics came out of him. Michelle, what you think about that?
The guest we have on the show today, we grew up together on the same block. He's a childhood friend, known his family. He is he's a good guy. He's always been a good guy. He's always been just a decent human being. So am I surprised? No, I'm not. He's just a really genuine, authentic person. And you're going to learn a little bit more about him today on the show.
Wow, I can't wait to get this started. I tell you, if you want to be part of this conversation, If you're listening right now, you can call into the radio station KCBQ, which is AM 1170 Answer, FM 96 The Answer out of San Diego. I've been with them almost 3.5 years, and or television or just like I said, streaming network. You can go to the comment section and ask this man any question that you want to. Michelle, I cannot wait to get this started. So can you tell our viewers and our listeners, first of all, the title of the show, purpose of the show, introduce this great man, and let's bring him on. And then I'm really going to delve deep into who this great guy is.
A pleasure. The title of today's show is A Hero Story, Going Above and Beyond to Help. And we're going to get to know the father, husband, friend, and heroic Uber driver, Fritz Sam, to talk about the heroic event that took place in Brooklyn, New York, and why he did go above and beyond to help strangers. And we're going to discuss how this event, what he did, changed his life. So let's talk about Fritz Sam. Fritz Sam, he was born to Haitian parents who immigrated to New York City in the mid-60s. Fritz Sam grew up in Queens, New York, along with one brother and two sisters. He's always had a passion for health, music, and acting. He studied music business and audio engineering at Five Towns College. He works in the medical field for 15 years as a certified X-ray technologist. But ever since he turned 18 years of age, his father told him to get his hack license. His parents worked extremely hard owning and operating their own yellow medallion New York City taxis. This allowed him to work as a yellow taxi driver. Since then, his driving journey has been an amazing one. That's where his real education started and still continues to this very day. What Fritz learned about himself was that he has a genuine love for people, that each person is truly special and brings something unique to the table. Today, Fritz's amazing wife, Nikki, are proud parents of two wonderful daughters, Kaylee and Skylar. He continues to have wonderful friendships lasting over 45 years, and he has worked full-time as an Uber driver since 2015. His journey is just beginning, and he cannot wait to see what God has in store for him. The James Cooley Show welcomes Mr. Fritz Sam. Fritz, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing, Michelle?
Hey,
JC.
Yes, we are doing great. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling excited. I mean, I just want to say, I'm very proud of you and your husband, and you're doing some amazing things. And thank you, JC, for serving.
I don't know if you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me? Because my video seemed to have disappeared for a second or so. But
well, I can hear you, JC. Just let you know, I can hear you clearly.
Okay, but that's okay. That's good. They got you and Michelle, beautiful face up here. But I tell you what, listeners, I want you to watch this. Sit back and just watch this for a second, and then we're gonna bring him on to tell his story.
Now to a New York City Uber driver who went above and beyond on a recent ride. We're not talking about providing snacks or offering a phone charger. This guy likely saved lives. And tonight, News 4's Adam Harding has this exclusive story.
It was not my plan.
It was a detour that Uber driver Fritz Sam didn't hesitate to make.
We looked and I saw fire coming out of the second floor of the apartment. And it looked pretty serious because the flames were already shooting out the window.
He was taking a rider to LaGuardia Airport Wednesday morning when they spotted a Brooklyn brownstone on fire.
Well, I pulled over quickly, ran out the car. Together, we just started shouting, "Is anyone inside?" Screaming top of our lungs, "There's a fire, there's fire, get up."
An Uber driver on the job is being called a hero after helping people escape a building fire, all while his passenger waited in the car. CBS 2's Thalia Perez spoke to the driver about this brave rescue.
It was a split-second decision, says Uber driver Fritz Sam, to stop his cab and run into...
So you're in an Uber on your way to the airport when you see an apartment building on fire with people trapped inside. Naturally, you call 911. But your Uber driver takes a different tact. He pulls over and runs into the building. That Uber driver is named Fritz Sam, and that hero is with me now. It's great to have you here.
Thank you. It's humbling to be here.
It's humbling to be in your presence.
Appreciate you.
Now, Fritz, I appreciate you because you could have kept driving. Why did you pull over and run towards the fire?
Well, I have a habit of doing that.
Just running into burning buildings.
Well, it's like these situations present themselves, and you're like, do something. And it's like I don't know if it's a feeling, I don't know what it is, but something comes over you and you feel like you have to do something, and then you just don't think anymore, and then it's just motion.
Okay, well, that's you. I mean, you're built that way, but most people aren't. But when you pulled over and you ran in, what did you find inside?
No, so we pulled over. The first thing we did was I wasn't thinking about going inside. So we just tell people come on out, make phone calls, asking is there anyone inside. Few people came out, few people outside. I heard someone.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. Wow. Well, Fritz, Fritz, you have done an amazing thing. But you know what? Before we actually get to the event, let's start from the beginning. Can you tell our audience and listeners about, where you grew up and what are your fondest memories regarding your childhood?
Well, as you know, Michelle, we grew up on the same block. Grew up in Queens, New York, Laurelton, 229th Street. I was thinking about this. I was like, wow, whenever I think about my childhood, it's like I have a smile on my face because, we were, working class family. And like I said, my mom and dad were taxi drivers and they worked extremely long hours. I thought everyone worked 16 hours a day. You told me you work only 8 hours. I'm like, oh, what's wrong with you? You lazy. It was just that's how it was. But so we grew up in a home in Laurelton and a magical block called 229th Street. And it seems like every home had kids, and we all just knew each other. And the block, I mean, we talk about the block, we say the block. The block, we just grew up together. We had a chance. I had a great opportunity to be a kid. That's what I think about when I think about my childhood. And I remember whenever we do races, Michelle was always athletic, guys. Michelle was always athletic. I think she probably was the fastest girl in the block. Yeah, so she did her thing. So when I think about the block, personally, I think about my childhood. I think about just having an opportunity to be a kid, and fond memories. Memories are, wow, my fondest memory. There's a lot of memories that stick out. I think I think my fondest is just growing up with all these people like wow, Kevin Parker, Dwayne, your brother Soupy, aka Lester Freeman, awesome human being. Tony and Russell, oh my God, my family, which is Marley, Woodsy, Pascal, Dallas, Daniel, oh my God, Brian, Mr. John Stokes, Conrad Jr. Oh my God, all these people I'm naming, these are people I knew since I was like, I don't know, 11, 10. I've known all of you guys for over for 45 years. I mean, these are lifelong friendships that still go on to this very day. And so it's when you think about it, it's like it's not a common thing to have all these long-lasting friendships and stuff like that. So fond memories, us playing punch ball. We actually had punch ball, guys, but also don't know what punch ball is. Let's say you ain't got that much money, you can't afford a bat and a glove. It's our version of baseball using our handball, and our fist is the bat. And we serve ourselves. No one needs to pitch us, but all the rules are the same. 3 strikes and you're out, all that stuff. And we played so many games. Those are the fond memories that bring a smile on my face. And these are things I want for my kids to have.
Okay. We're going to take a station break, but I tell you, when we come back, I really want to delve deep into this great thing that you had just did, and I want you to tell the world all about it. It's Your Life. We got the hero Fritz. Sam's here, and we'll be back shortly after the break. It's Your Life. Sir. James J.C. Cooley.
Really get a chance to know who you are. And once you know who you are, you truly know who you are, Love who you are. Love who you are. You're a masterpiece. Love who you are. Love who you were born to be. Love me some me. That's what I'm talking about. When you leave high school, you gotta know today or tomorrow, or hopefully today, what your plans are. Hopefully, there is no bad decision unless there is no plan. Create, collaborate, commit with confidence. Commit with what? Commit with what? In everything that you do.
Hello, hey, I'm James Cooley. I am the founder and CEO of the J.C. Cooley Foundation, Options, Opportunities, / Choice Program. Our primary mission is to help build a foundation of our youth and young adults and communities. And we encourage everyone to dream big, think big, and be big at everything you do. And the way that you do that is, first of all, you got to believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. You have to know that you are here for a purpose. You also have to be able to step out your comfort zone and do things that you probably didn't think that you can do.
.1
North County
AM 1170 San Diego. The Answer.
Life is a series of circles and cycles, phases and stages. These are your experiences that teach you the lessons of life. You can either ignore them or embrace them. Welcome to the James Cooley Show. It's your life. Dr. James Cooley is a motivational speaker, author, military veteran, and founder of the J.C. Cooley Foundation. Dr. Cooley is here to equip you to strive for greatness and overcome adversity. It's time to get equipped today for the challenges of tomorrow. Now, here's the host of It's Your Life, Dr. James Cooley.
Hello, welcome back to the James Cooley Show. It's your life, and I tell you, we got this great childhood friend of Michelle, but to the world today, he's known as a hero, and I want to delve deep into that and delve deep into the mindset of what happened on this August the 17th day in Brooklyn. Fricks, can you tell our viewers and our listeners about, starting from early in the morning, I mean, not the whole thing, but just lead up to the story.
Okay.
Can you do that?
Yeah, sure. It was morning. It was my mom's birthday, actually. And I got a chance to leave work early. Normally, I'm the one that takes kids to school. And God, Nick was home that day. So I was able to start a regular day. I started unusually early day. My second pastor was the young lady named Jemima. That was the one who was the pastor, and she was going to the airport. I asked her if she was on time. She said yes. Cool. We're driving, conversating, and I noticed something activity going up to the side. I saw someone like they were filming, and I saw some people on top of the staircase. And it looked, their body, everything said to me something bad is happening here, because people look concerned, they're staring at something. I couldn't see what it was at first, and then as we were kind of like just slowing down to look, I see something fall from the sky, and it fell from the second floor. The building was on fire. So I quickly turned to my pastor. We both noticed it. And I said, "Hey, can we pull over to help?" And thank God, she was in that same spirit. She said, "Yes." So we pulled over. I immediately ran out the car, ran towards the crowd, asking, "Did anyone call the 911?" Wasn't sure. I don't remember anybody answering. So because the adrenaline is rushing. And so there were some folks who were already out, maybe about 5, 6, something like that. So, I think I asked, is anybody inside? And someone said someone's still inside. So I started shouting, "Hey, come on out. Is anyone inside?" So, if anyone's inside, come out, shouting top of my lungs. Then we all collectively started shouting, "Come out, come out." we're doing this for like about 2 minutes straight, shouting at the top of our lungs, because the reality was it wasn't even 8 o'clock in the morning yet. There are people who might be in the building not even aware that the second floor is on fire. So a few people did come out. I immediately asked, I heard somebody say, there's still people inside. It was at that moment I quickly handed the phone to somebody. I said, somebody just hold this. I don't remember how I got my phone back, to be honest. And I just ran inside, because it's not words. It's just a feeling of like, you got to do something, and it's only you. Not to say it was only me, but at that point, it was only me, in the sense that I got to do this. I sprint up the stairs. I see a gentleman coming down the stairs. I grab him. I'm shouting top of my lungs, because whoever's in the building wants them to hear me. I'm grabbing him and say, hey, we gotta leave. He's like, no. And I was like, no. So it looked like he wanted to go downstairs to get something. So okay, fine. I let him go, let him go downstairs, get something. I kept in my mind. I go up the staircase and I see a woman on top of the staircase. She was standing in front of the door of the apartment where the building was on fire. The apartment that was on fire. I didn't see flames yet, but I saw a lot of smoke coming out the apartment. She's like, her face like, she said, oh, what's the big deal? It's only, my AC fell, my air conditioner caught on fire. What's the big deal? And I said, listen, don't worry about the AC. I said, it's okay. I said, you may not see flames shooting out the apartment yet, but you see that smoke? I said, it'll take you a while. So let's just leave. The important thing is to just leave. And she kind of, resisted that first. A little negotiation had to get done. Finally I was like, if you're not leaving, I'm not leaving. And I, kind of gently grabbed her hand, and we slowly kind of walked down the stairs. I was talking to her, encouraging her the whole time, saying everything's gonna be okay, Got to the bottom of the staircase. She goes outside, and now I was like, oh, what about that guy? Went downstairs. So I went to the end of the staircase. I'm shouting downstairs, hey, are you there? Are you there? And I kind of heard some activity going on down there. So I said, listen, come on up. You got to come up now. Whatever you grab. Just come on up. And so he started to come upstairs. I'm coming. And so he gets upstairs, a little wobbly. I hold his arm, and we walk towards the entrance of the building. And that's when I saw a police officer grab him, and a firefighter was coming in. And we just quickly went outside, and let the professionals do let the professionals take over. I remember being really thinking about the lady. I said, I felt like I needed to say something encouraging to her, because this is traumatizing. To think that.
I tell you, I want to remind our viewers with one of the news clippings of that. It's only about a minute 35 seconds, but I want them to see this.
It was a detour that Uber driver Fritz Sam didn't hesitate to make.
We looked, and I saw fire coming out of the second floor of the apartment, and it looked pretty serious, because the flames were already shooting out the window.
He was taking a rider to LaGuardia Airport Wednesday morning when they spotted a Brooklyn brownstone on fire.
Well, I pulled over quickly, ran out the car. Together we just started shouting, is anyone inside? Screaming top of our lungs, there's a fire, there's fire, get out, come out, there's a fire. I think I just made a decision at that moment to go inside.
Fritz ran into the burning building and saved 2 people who were inside.
I said, come on, we gotta go. We gotta go, come on, let's go. I held his arm, he's a little wobbly, and we just walked to the door. And by the time we got to the front door, the officer was there. The first firefighter was coming through the door with the hose. And so it was like, all right, the professionals here, let me get out.
And without skipping a beat, he still managed to get his passenger to LaGuardia.
It was surreal, but we got to the airport on time. She caught a flight.
His heroic feat caught the attention of Uber's CEO, who called and tweeted to say thank you. Fritz says he was just trying to help out.
Whoever's watching the news right now, it's in you. I'm telling you, it's in you. I didn't do anything special. I didn't do anything. If your family was in a burning building, you would not hesitate to run in there. All I did was say, wait a minute, that might not be my family, but that's somebody's family.
He may not think he did anything special, but his young daughter would beg to differ.
He's a super cat. I never heard about a dad actually who had a passenger go into a building who was on fire. I'm proud of him.
That is amazing, especially having your little girls just so proud. I mean, they're proud of you anyway, but just think of you as a super cat or just super dad. But you know what, Fritz, looking at that video, you said that, it's in you, it's in everybody. But you know what? Everybody might not have done that. And some people might have just gotten a little afraid and just picked up the phone and contacted the fire department. What compelled you to actually go into the building to help instead of just waiting for the fire department to take charge?
I thought about that, and it's a lot of answers, but the one that pops in my mind is that you know, we all might be in that situation one day, and we're praying that if we're in a tight jam, that someone would help us. But now it's not you, it's someone else, and now you're the one who have made the same decision that you hope somebody else would make, and you have to make the right decision. You know, we're here to help each other. We're here to be with each other, and we got to share the space together and love one another. So for me, it was just a matter of like, no, this you have to do it, because if I don't do it, I couldn't live with myself. So I do something. I'm not saying people I'm not telling people to run into burning buildings. I'm saying do what you can, and you never know what that little thing. What I did was a little bit. That was nothing, you know. But it ended up being something big. But I didn't go there to run to a burning building. I went there to help. That was it.
But you know what? It was something to the people that you convinced to step out. And we got a couple of comments from our viewers who said, Paul Ballantine said, great job, bro. And Rich Tyrell said, that was cool. And he also said, awesome. So we're just, you know, it means something to somebody. But let me ask you this, Fritz. Was there a moment of hesitation or fear in you, you know, that which is normal, before you entered that building? Because it could have went the other way. I mean, building could have collapsed.
That's true. No, there was no hesitation. But was there fear? Yes. When I went inside, I felt very much afraid. I'm not going to act as if like I wasn't. I was thinking, what if something blows up? What if I even thought like what if the person who I'm trying to rescue caused the fire? And what if instead of being a rescuer, I'm the next victim? I mean, your thoughts are going to be all over the place. What gave me comfort is that I was saying, you know, God, you know my heart. You know, all I'm trying to do is just help people. So please protect me. And I was able to and I know why I ran into the building. That was clear, to get people out. So my task, it was tunnel vision. And the whispers of fear that was going on in my head, thank God they were just whispers. I wasn't able to, at some point you just drown it out. You hear them, but you're not paying attention because you're focused on what you're there to do.
Wow. You know, that is heroic, Fritz, in the way you look at it. And it takes a great man or a woman with a heart of courage that really cares about others to be willing to run into a building, or to be willing to sacrifice anything about them for the love or others. And so I want to commend you, Fritz, for the courage that you had and for saving lives. We're going to take a station break, but I want our viewers and listeners, if you want to ask this man any questions whatsoever, don't hesitate. You can always call 1-8666. Oh, I'll tell you, 577-2473. We will be back.
Yes, sir.
After the break. It's your life. I'm Dr. James J.C. Cooley.
There's more stories of greatness to help you overcome adversity coming up on It's Your Life with James Cooley.
Welcome to E360 TV, the live streaming and on-demand destination for influential voices and enlightened audiences. We offer trending, grassroots, and purpose-driven content across a diverse range of interests. E360 TV is more than just watching programs. We offer the ability to interact with live shows connecting audiences to real, authentic influencers and storytellers while streaming to millions of devices. Real experiences, raw conversations, one destination for it all. E360 TV.
Noah Dingley here, producer of The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life. And the new audio version of James' book, Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet, is a must-have. James shares his true life story of struggle and success in America. It's both a cautionary tale and a roadmap to achieving the American dream. Get the new audio version of Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet by James Cooley on Amazon.com or wherever audiobooks are sold.
American Dream. Get the new audio version of his book, Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet by Dr. James Cooley on Amazon.com or wherever books are sold.
The Answer San Diego, streaming now on smart speakers and Odyssey.com.
Life is a series of circles and cycles, phases and stages. These are your experiences that teach you the lessons of life. You can either ignore them or embrace them. Welcome to the James Cooley Show. It's your life. Dr. James Cooley is a motivational speaker, author, military veteran, and founder of the J.C. Cooley Foundation. Dr. Cooley is here to equip you to strive for greatness and overcome adversity. It's time to get equipped today for the challenges of tomorrow. Now, here's the host of It's Your Life, Dr. James Cooley.
Hello, welcome back to the James Cooley Show. It's Your Life, and I tell you, Michelle, just thinking about Fritz's story and watching that news clipping, and just hearing the passion that comes from this great man, a passion of caring, and just like my great friend Rich Tyrant, and you see him on there, unconditional love. You are a hero, bro.
Thank you.
We all
Tyrell, thank you.
Was that sentiment, and I tell you, I can't wait to hear more. I'm gonna turn it over to Michelle for a little bit and just sit back and just dab off into you telling this great story, and you also telling us how you feel a few days afterwards and how you feel today. So Michelle, why don't you hit them up with all of those?
Oh, most definitely. So Fritz, after this happened, we saw the reaction from your daughters. What did your family and friends have to say when they learned you did this?
To see Kaylee and Skylar on TV, and then to say such nice things about their dad,
I think we kind of
no. I think
that's for me, like all I want to be. I'm happy that everyone's say I'm a hero. It's great accolades, but to be a hero to your family, to see them see you in a positive light like that, it's everything for me. So that's powerful stuff. And how I feel today, I feel like God has I felt like I was in the right place, right time. To help someone, because God knew what he put in me, and it was always there. And it was hard to embrace that because I made a promise not to do those type of things anymore, to get involved, because your dad, your family guy, you can't risk injuring yourself because people are depending on you. But I gotta tell you, I embrace that side of me now and say, you know what, God has made me the person I am, just like how God made you the person who you are. And God has put in us wonderful, wonderful gifts, and embrace them. Don't be ashamed of them. Don't be, it took a while to accept this, and to try to enjoy it more. I feel as if if I can run into a burning building, then all those little things that are jamming me up in life, those are other burning buildings that I need to run into, And so God has put me in a position where it's like, if you could do this, I want you to see who you are, and people need to witness this because they will understand who they are as well. So we are a lot more than we think we are. And God knows us clearly. It's for us to start seeing ourselves in that light so we can not hesitate and take care of things that we need to do. What is your burning building in your life? What is it you got to do in your life that you got to run towards and do? So for me, what I did, anybody can do. Every time I ask somebody, hey, would you hesitate to run into a burning building because of your family? I have yet to hear somebody say, yeah, I would not do it. I haven't heard it. So it's in you. It's in you.
I love that. I love that.
Let me get this one, Michelle.
Okay.
Fritz, you just mentioned something. And this is one of the messages that I speak about is you have to really look at yourself. And just like Rich said a few minutes ago, unconditionally. You have to look at yourself. But you mentioned something about you have to be able to know yourself, know who you are, know all of these things about yourself, and good, bad, and endeavor. Then you have to be able to accept those things.
Yes, sir.
Once you accept those things, you get a chance to truly know who you are.
Yeah.
And depending on how that turned out, you knowing who you are, we're willing to do anything for the family, just like you mentioned. And so why not do it for others if you get an opportunity? I mean, when you're not thinking about it, it's just that unconditional thought process. Bill and burned out families in there. Let me, if it was your family, you're going to run in there. And me, I probably be hesitant a little bit, but I believe
Which is fine.
I believe I would have.
But JC, I know you at that moment, I know you were gonna do what you have to do. It may look like something else, but I know you're gonna take action. You're a military guy. How many people have the courage to join the military? I mean, you're a hero, bro. I mean, not anybody can do that. It doesn't mean, I'm not saying if you don't join the military, you're not a hero. I'm saying to be able to, put your life on line to serve other people. That's no joke.
Oh wow,
that's no joke.
Hold on, I think we might have a caller on the line. Hey, can you hear me, Todd?
Todd? Okay.
Sorry, I was in the other room. Whoever was on the phone, they didn't answer. So call back and just speak to me.
Okay. Yeah, whoever is on the phone, call, because we want to hear from you. We really want to hear from you. And turn it back over to you, Michelle. I didn't mean to take it away, but Fritz had me thinking.
No problem. So Fritz, do you have, so my thing is this, any type of extraordinary event that we come across, what did you find out about yourself when after this happened? Like, you could never imagine that you would do something like this. What did you learn, and kind of summarize what you learned about Fritz Sam after doing this? What did you learn about yourself that you didn't even realize you knew?
I learned that it's okay to accept the things that you might think are uncomfortable. Just embrace who you are. I feel as if why was I so, I didn't want to say anything to anybody. I was not gonna say anything to anybody. Why was that a thing? Why am I downplaying something that's, if it's good, then it's good? Because some part of you feels as if like it shouldn't be that. But it's supposed to be that. That's who you are. So to me, what I feel is that event was a reminder for me to embrace me. I'm very happy no one got hurt and no one got killed. Very, very happy. But this is my lesson. So now I'm just ready to embrace this part of myself and say, what is the next thing I need to do to help somebody? Let me align who I am with my next movement. Is my next movement in alignment with helping somebody? If it's yes, let's go. Then it's time to move.
Hold that thought. We got a caller on line one. Hey, caller, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hey, welcome to the show. Yeah. Welcome to the show. How you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you doing?
Doing just fine.
I regret not hearing the entire telecast, but I've heard. But I'm at work, and so I try to catch what I could. I do have a question for your special guest.
Okay. I think this is Dr. Lester Freeman. How you doing, sir?
All right, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Thank you. I do have a question for your special guest. Can I ask?
Yes.
Okay. Now, where do you go from here? I mean, because obviously you're not afraid of running into burning buildings. Do you want to become a firefighter? What do you want to do?
Dr. Freeman, I'm glad you asked that question. By the way, that's one that person talking. That's like a brother to me. Dr. Freeman, no, I have no interest in being a firefighter. I respect them immensely. You know, I think what I want to do is I want to share my story. I want to share my story because I feel as if like if my story helps people accept themselves, then the story needs to be told. Maybe write a book. I think everyone should write a book. But maybe I should really consider writing a book. Start that process, and anything that has to do with letting people know that there's something magical inside them that was always there. Then this is what I want to do. So yeah, a great question, Dr. Freeman, and always good to hear your voice.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Hey, thank you so much, Dr. Freeman.
I do have a follow-up question.
Yes. We got 1 minute, but ask the question, and then we'll take the break, and he'll answer the question on the other side of the break.
Okay. Were you terrified about your own self, or were you more afraid of the people inside becoming engulfed and consumed by the flames?
Let me answer it now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Was I afraid? Yes. I want people to think just because you're doing something heroic, don't think for 1 second that the fear is not going to be there. But it's having something that quiets the chatter. Something that if you know why you're doing it, it quiets the noise. It quiets the whispers. So you're still going to feel it. I was very much afraid, but I was not going to let that fear stop me from doing what I know what made me run into the building in the first place.
Wow. I tell you what, hey, Dr. Freeman, I don't know if you can hold on for another 2 minutes after the break, but we got to take a station break right now. But we're going to come back. If you can just hold on, we'll pick it up right after the break. I tell you, if you want to be part of the conversation, you can call in at the radio station, 1-866-577-2473, or you can go to the comments and ask questions. It's your life, and we're going to be back shortly after the break with this great hero. See you shortly after the break.
There's more stories of greatness to help you overcome adversity. Coming up on It's Your Life with James Cooley. The J.C. Cooley Foundation is a nonprofit organization that was started in October of 2014. The J.C. Cooley Foundation continues to strive to expand its programs and offerings to the youth, young adults, and citizens of our great communities nationwide and overseas. We hope that you'll be able to take part in one or more of the many exciting events that we're offering this year and experience firsthand the pride we take in supporting our cause. It's our mission to equip the youth of today for the challenges of tomorrow, and we rely heavily on the generosity of individuals and business owners for support. Without the assistance of community-minded individuals just like you, we wouldn't be able to serve our youth each year. We ask that you make a commitment to support our annual appeal by making a cash donation. This year's goal is $50,000. Your generosity will assist us in making a difference in the lives of the youth in our community. You can give online at CooleyFoundation.org. Remember that every donation makes a difference regardless of size. The J.C. Cooley Foundation thanks you in advance for your contribution.
It's time to get equipped today for the challenges of tomorrow. Now, here's the host of It's Your Life, Dr. James Cooley.
Hello, welcome back to It's Your Life. I'm Dr. James J.C. Cooley, and our great guest here, Fritz Sam. And it's an absolute pleasure to be able to chat with a hero and kind of get an understanding of how he was feeling when he made that heroic act. And just to, find out what type of mindset he had and what he have now. And so we had to take a break, but we had Dr. Freeman. I don't know if Dr. Freeman is still on the line or not. If he is, I mean, he had a follow-up question. I know Fritz, he was answering part of it prior to the break, but we had to pay the bills. Dr. Freeman, are you still there?
He actually just stepped away, has to go see a patient, but Fritz can continue with his response to Dr. Freeman's question.
Okay. So it's on you, Fritz.
So I believe his question was, I remember,
did you fear more for your life, or for the lives of the others in the building who
it's a great question. I think the answer has to be that I was more afraid what was going to happen to the people than myself, only based on what I did, because your mind is still racing, the adrenaline is pumping, you're feeling, they say flight or flight, or fight or flight. So you're feeling the fear, but just the thought of someone perishing, in a situation where you felt like you could have helped them, that's more scarier than me not taking action. So you have to take action. And I'd be very careful. I'm not telling people to run into burning buildings and stuff like that. I don't think people need to do. I don't think that's a personal thing. What I did was what I did because this is how I felt like I could help at the moment. There were many people there who was also doing what they were doing to help out as well. So it was I wasn't the only person there. A gentleman had my car keys. I didn't know I parked by a hydrant. Thank God he moved my car, because the fire department will do it. They'll do what they need to do, So he moved my car for me. So I came back outside and said some encouragement to the people. I went to he gave my car key. I said, man, thank you. You're the best, bro. Like, thank you so much, because he didn't have to do that. I said, you don't realize that what you did for me, because I had a passenger who still needed to be somewhere where she was trying to live her hopes and dreams. She was going to a book authors conference because she wants to be a book writer. Jemima is her name. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful spirit. Wonderful, amazing woman who's going to do some amazing things in life, right? Wonderful novels, and whatever she writes is going to be an amazing, amazing, amazing stories. And I'll be the first in line to purchase that book.
Well, I'm sure definitely appreciate that, Fritz. But
she's awesome. It was supposed to be us. For whatever reason, it was supposed to be us to be there.
Well, Fritz, your bio states you have a genuine love for people. What do you love personally about being an Uber driver? What do you love about meeting different people doing that? Can you share with us?
I grew up in a yellow taxi cab family. My mom and dad drove yellow taxi cab for over 45 years. And when I turned 18, I was going to City College at the time. My dad was like, go get your hack license. And so I would drive a yellow taxi on the weekends. So I've been driving yellow taxi for decades while I was trying to find out what I want to do with my life, And what I loved about driving is that you meet so many different people from every area of life, every culture, every economic bracket, every philosophical, political variety. I mean, that was my best education, to just learn from people. Everyone has a wonderful story. Everyone has an amazing story. So I was the beneficiary of thousands of people who was transmitting beautiful things into me. And I hope I was doing the same thing and transmitting beautiful things in them. So our brief encounter, whoever was in my taxi cab, we both turned out to be better human beings because of that brief encounter.
Wow. So Fritz, this is a good question. So basically, what do you consider your purpose in life to be?
Oh, that one's easy. So when I was driving a taxi cab one day, I was at a red light, and I didn't know that someone had a camera and a microphone. They kind of snuck up on me, and it was like they threw the mic in my face. The window was down, so I knew it was the summertime. The window was down, and they threw a mic in my face, and they said, "What do you want to do?" The question was like, "What is your purpose in life? What do you want to do with your life?" And I remember kind of being startled, but answering at the same time. It was a genuine answer. I want to help people. That was like it was like a instinct, like, you know, your cell phone's about to fall, you instantly try to grab it. So that was like my genuine answer. So I know there's no doubt in my mind that my purpose here is to impact people, you know, and make sure that when and if I impact people, I make sure the credit goes to where it goes, and it's not to me but to God, because God created me. God made me this way. I didn't ask me this way. God made me this way. So whatever I'm creating that's happening, that's helping people, I can't take the shine for that. I have to give it to where it goes. You know, Lord, thank you. Like, thank you for today's another day, guys. We actually woke up today and we're like, here we are, you know, doing what we love to do. I'm so proud of you guys. You know, like, you're doing what you love to do. And it's like, and you're a team. It's like, wow, like what a model, like what a template, you know, to be partnered with somebody and helping each other. I know it's not easy and perfect. It doesn't matter. It don't need to be perfect. It's perfect the way it's designed. The way y'all made it, it's perfect for you. So, you know, all I'm saying is that I know that my genuine love for people, I want people to win. I want people to be well. I feel this is a natural thing. We wish each other well. And so I just want to keep in alignment with that, and just make sure that whatever I do, it's in alignment with that principle, you know, and be an example for that. Am I perfect? No, I need more discipline in my life. There's certain areas of my life I need more discipline. My mom has always told me, I want to say, Mommy, Rose Yoel Sam, she's in the hospital with stage 4 cancer. She breast cancer, and she's you know, she's in the hospital. She's the hardest working person I know. And you know, it's tough, you know, that's your mom. And you know, Lord, just watch over her. You know, and just, you know, give her comfort and stuff like that. And yeah, she would say, hey, I don't care what you do, no matter what you do in life, if you don't have discipline, it's not gonna work. And that's something in my life that I need to focus on, just being more disciplined in different areas of my life. I have passions, and the things I'm passionate about, I see the discipline in those areas. But maybe the things that I'm not as passionate about but are important, I need more discipline in those areas. Those are the burning buildings in my life where I need to focus and be better here, because people are counting on me. I need to be a better example in those areas, and this is where I need to focus on, like, immediately, so I can do the things I need to do that's going to impact people. So it's an opportunity to be better, and I'm ready to take that journey on. I just want to be better.
Thank you, Fritz.
We down to the last couple minutes of the show, but I had to ask this because we all learn from ourselves. You know, whether we are seasoned, older, and we look back at our younger self. If you had an opportunity to talk to your younger self, what words of wisdom, and you got to make it 30 seconds or less, what words of wisdom would you tell a young Fritz Sam?
I would go to him and say, young man, believe in yourself and understand that you're here to do some amazing things. Don't worry. At the end of the day, no matter what's happening, everything's going to be okay because God got your back. So just do what you want to do it well, and be a great example. And don't forget to give the glory to where it's supposed to go.
And that's what it's all about, Fritz, is giving the glory where it's supposed to go. Always maintaining having a positive attitude, and always being able to see past, and I call this the smoke. The smoke that's going. Because that's where we find ourselves, and that's where we find our true self in saving others. So real quickly, I know Dr. Freeman had mentioned this. He asked you this question, and you mentioned writing a book, but how soon do you plan on putting those thoughts that you said, if you're truly going to do it, together?
it's funny. So I made I promised my daughter last 2 summers we was gonna write a children's book together. Kaylee, you know, Kaylee has an beautiful imagination. I'm like, you know what? I want to do a children's book with her. And I also have my other daughter, Skylar, who likes to draw. She's gonna illustrate it. So you know, this summer number 2, and I'm like, oh man, you know, I didn't do it yet. But actually, Jemima, the pastor, said, hey, don't put a timeline on it. Just get started. Just like how you ran into that fire, you didn't hesitate. Don't hesitate. So as far as to answer your question in regards to the books, I'm gonna start writing stuff now and just start the process. You know, a lot of times we procrastinate, and then a lot of time goes by and we didn't do anything yet. So this is where I need to get to destroy that procrastination bridge, eliminate it, destroy it, let the 2 sides meet, and I just cross over that line where that bridge existed, but no longer exists. I need to just take action in my life. Don't worry, it doesn't need to be perfect. Just move. So for me, I just need to move in the direction where I need to go.
Wow, Frick. So we are out of time, but man,
this thanks, JC. It's an amazing show.
Remarkable.
Love you, brother.
Remarkable interview with you, man. And I tell you, I know that our viewers and our listeners got a lot. Now, I want to leave with a important note. Just like this great man, you know, doing great things. Go with your heart, your mind, your body, and your soul. And always dream big, think big, and be big at everything you do.
Love it.
Like to say thank you so much, Chris. Thank you, Michelle.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, KCB.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Producer Todd. And I tell you, we'll be back the same time, same place tomorrow. Is your life. I'm Dr.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for joining us for the James Cooley Show. It's your life.
And I'm staying on. Stay on, Fritz.
Or become a guest. Visit CooleyFoundation.org. Join James for more motivation and inspiration to help you become equipped today for the challenges of tomorrow. This has been It's Your Life with Dr. James Cooley, where you learn how to dream big, think big, and be big in everything you do.
It's Your Life is sponsored by James.
Fricks, are you still there?
Hey.
Oh, yes, sir. I'm right here. Yes, sir.
Hey, man, that was an absolutely fantastic interview, man. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for taking the time to come on.
No, thank you, guys. No, JC, Michelle, you guys are amazing 1-2 combination. You guys are really amazing, and very, very inspirational what you guys are doing. So I want to say thank you to you guys.
Yeah, my buddy Rich gave you his phone number here, and
yeah, I was trying to find a pen to write it down. I was, you know,
we'll get that information.
We're
going to send that.
Thank you.
And
thank you, Rich.
Such an incredible guy. He's such an incredible guy, man.
I can see, yeah. I can see
been my buddy for about 13, 14 years, and you know,
wow,
man, you know, it's just yeah. If you get an opportunity, he can provide some advice. And he also gave you some topics on.
Yes, I read that. I was like, man, this rich guy is amazing. He's an amazing dude.
He is. He is. He's truly amazing guy. You know, so it's certainly
thank you, Rich.
That you want to have. And we got about 45 seconds. Anything you want to tell our viewers before we close? We just finished up the radio portion of it, so we still got about a minute left for the television. So,
I think what I want to say is that, you know, guys, start off with the small things. It's all muscle memory, right? So you see somebody who looks lost, help him. Ask him, hey, you look lost. You need help? And then you start doing the next level stuff, which would be whatever next level of that. Start doing that, then you get new muscle memory. Then you keep elevating to the point where you see something that happened that I saw, and you won't hesitate because you was helping with all those little things. So it's all muscle memory. Just start doing small things, and after a while, it just becomes what you do. So now when the big things introduce themselves, you got it because you've been doing all those mediums to small things. It's all muscle memory. So I would say just help people, guys. That's it.
Wow.
And then Rich says Fritz to text him, and you guys will talk. So
thank you, Rich.
For you.
Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Tell you again, I want to thank you, Fritz, and if you need any help, I can provide you. I mean, I got 3 books that I'm writing at the same time.
I see. I'm like, CJ, you are a beast, man.
And Michelle just finished hers, and
wow,
all of these gonna be coming out real soon. So
proud of you, Michelle.
Yeah,
thank you, Fritz.
I'm proud of you guys.
Yeah. So, and we're proud of you, man. And I just want to say thank you. Can't wait to see you again, man. You know,
thank you, sir. Thank you, CJ.
And next time we go on the cruises now, I mean, I noticed you didn't show up last time.
Listen, you know what? Hey, listen, it's been a long time. So, you know, I'll put something together, put some money together, some little chump change together, and I'll start saving now, man.
And you know what, Fritz? A couple of comments we have. Seth Shahab said, "Stand up, guy." Of course, and Monique Sastre, she says, "Great job, Fritz." You know, and we've just had so many people sending in their comments. And Steve Feroza, congratulations, you're New York City's newest hero. So we got a lot of comments and
thank you guys
for you.
Yeah.
And I just texted you.
Yeah, so I tell you what, I'm not gonna hold you up because I got another appointment coming up shortly. But I just want to say thank you, and hey, let's communicate more often, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, man, and you are a hero, and you are an example for others to follow. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me. Thank you. I appreciate you.
All right now.